Hello friends and enemies. Today we are checking out another Nendoroid. This is Kirby. I don't really know anything about Kirby. I've never played any of the Kirby games, so I'm going into this review knowing basically nothing about this little pink blob, but I don't have to know anything about Kirby to appreciate a good Nendoroid, in theory. This packaging is a little bit more deluxe than what I'm used to with the Nendoroids. Usually they're smaller, more compact. This is pretty large, but I think he comes with a fair amount of accessories. He got his cute little face, window in the front, an adorable little Kirby sticker, promo shots on the sides, more promo shots on the back. He's got a little fire crown. I don't know what that's about. To any Kirby aficionados who are watching, I'm really sorry. I don't know anything about him. Choking hazard, blah blah blah, not for children under 3. If you give this to a child under 3, they will be absorbed into the infinite mass that is Kirby's maw. Maw as in mouth, not as in, like, parent. Does Kirby have parents? You also get a little advertisement for the Nendoroid stands, and I actually recommend those for your humanoid figures. I don't think Kirby's going to need them. That way you don't have to use the big, obtrusive stands. Yeah, this is a lot more than I'm used to getting in an Nendoroid. What is this? It's a Kirby plug. A Kirby plug to keep Kirby in the package, maybe. He's got little plastic on his boots. Oh, it's magnetic. What? This is going to be an adventure because I've never come across anything quite like this before. Put his little feet back on. He's a cute little guy. This plastic, man. Nendoroids, whatever plastic they're made of, always feel really nice, and Kirby especially. This sounds really weird, but I don't know how else to phrase it. He feels so good. Just really smooth, but kind of toothy at the same time. Got a nice weight to him. Yeah, it's kind of like if satin were a plastic. And his little, I keep wanting to say that these are, ears, because they're high up on his head, but they're arms, right? So they can come off too. I guess the entire Kirby is magnetic. See, like, if you do it like this, he's jumping. If you do it like this, he's got his hands together and his, well, that doesn't look great. But you know what I mean. That's pretty neat. Not much to talk about in the way of sculpt for the base piece because he's just a little round ball, but he does have a nicely recessed mouth, really nice applications on the face. He's got this unfortunately placed hole right here, but that's so you can put him onto a base. But it is kind of, yeah, it's reminiscent of, you know, some things. But let's look at that cute little face. So adorable. So I was confused as to what this is at first, but I believe what it is you take off his little arm, and this is a second arm. Put right there, and he can hold things. So he comes with this, I'm sorry, I have no idea what this is. A star wand of some sort. You just plug that in, he can hold it and move his little hand around. That's really cool. I feel like a real nerd geeking out over this, this Nendoroid, but it's pretty neat. I am nervous about getting him dirty, just because the plastic feels so nice, but it also feels like it could attract dirt really well, and it's just like such a uniform color. I mean, if you've seen my other videos, you saw our recent Wolverine debacle. Another thing I will say is that he does not want to stand up on these little nubby legs. Those Nendoroid stands I was talking about might come in handy, but they also might be a little too tall for him. But we will check it out. I have one here with me, so we'll look at that later. But yeah, he's got a cute, oh no. Ugh, he can lose his hands really easily. He's got a really cute star wand. The magnets are fairly strong. When you shake him or whatever, move him around, they're not coming off, but also fairly easy to remove. But yeah, he comes with all this stuff. So we're just going to go right into accessory territory because there's not much to say about Kirby himself. He's cute, he's well made. The magnet thing is really cool. It's kind of blowing my mind, which I guess it shouldn't. What year is this? We're living in the year 2022, right? Why am I fascinated by magnets? How do they work? So he's got this little hat, and it is too magnetic. You put it on. This is nicely made too. Love the fire effect. It's very shiny, a little bit translucent. Got some nice paint apps with the yellow branching off into the red. Backing back into the orange up here. Some metallics on the tiara part. He also comes with this cool sword. Very nicely made sword. Really clean. That's the thing about Nendoroids and really anything from Good Smile Company is just like so clean. Everything is so clean. Feels so nice. But yeah, he needs a stand or something. And he does come with, you know, the standard Nendoroid stand. But I really want to see if he will be propped up by that easel because they are much less of a hassle. Oh, but then you need this to do the fire effect. Because he also comes with this fire effect, but to put that in front of him, you need the stand because it's got a hole here that this little doohickey plugs into. So we'll just go ahead and set that up. So how have you guys been? I feel like we never talk anymore. Okay, so here's the stand. Like I said, it's a little meaty, a little meatier than I'd like. One big problem is that this part doesn't really telescope down well enough to have him resting flat and also have room for the fire effect thing. So you plug that in here. Yeah, there's just not room for both, really, because you need a free peg to do the fire effect. So it doesn't look too great. So yeah, the stands are kind of big and not big enough at the same time, because you need too much room. He's a round guy, positioning is just off. But this is another really cool fire effect. Really love that fireball shading. More translucency. Feel bad shoving this rod into Kirby's backside. It's at a bit of an angle, so it doesn't really want to go in unless you go at it a certain way. That's what she said. Sorry. I am actually quite professional in situations that call for it. So he also gets this nifty hat, and I know this, it's Link's hat, right? I mean, it doesn't really look like Link's hat. It's like an old version of Link, isn't it? I'm asking all these questions as if you guys could answer right now, right here. You can't, because this is filmed in the past. You guys are in the future. That's how it works. He is adorable. Yeah, I love the magnet system with this. Makes it really easy to put everything on and then it just stays on. Okay, now we're going to give him a new face because he comes with alternate faces. 3 of them, in fact, which is a bounty of faces. So I'm going to take off all his limbs. So you kind of like twist him like an egg. Oh, this feels wrong. So you take an alternate head and you twist it back on. Make sure the peg hole is at the bottom. And then you've got a cute little Kirby head. And hopefully you remember, I don't know, is there a left and a right foot, or are they interchangeable? I feel like they should be interchangeable because, I mean, he's a blob thing. Now he's angry. I'm gonna get you. Kirby doesn't talk. He makes a weird noise. I'm asking a lot from you guys in this episode. But that is not the only face he comes with. He comes with this gulping face. So I guess that's when he's about to swallow something down. And that is pretty cute. I love the recess here. Once again, very clean. That really is something that I love about Nendoroids. And like even this face, tiny little mouth, it could have been flat, but there is a tiny recess there. And for his last face, he comes with this kind of like face, like he's just finished gulping something. And you've got a little smudge on here, but it's really not that bad. Man, I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do. Like I said several times, in case you didn't know, I don't know anything about Kirby. I have no attachment to this character except that he's just a cute little blob. But this is so much fun to play with. So let's make him angry and have him attacking something. Here we go. Okay, all right. And let's give him his fire thing, because fire is typically an angry element. That's the noise he makes. Until I'm proven wrong, I refuse to believe otherwise. So I have some of those Nendoroid easels, and I've been using this one on Riku, get him to stand up without the big Nendoroid stand. Let's see if it works on Kirby. I just think that it is too tall for him. The peg is just so far down on his back. Yeah, the easel stand isn't going to work. This is just too tall, and he is too nubby. But it works great with Riku. He's just the right height. Right, so here he is. Kirby versus Riku. Who would win? I mean, I'm incredibly biased. My money is always on Riku, even though he's lost a lot in the series, I think. Kirby is like an eldritch horror from beyond the stars, made of infinite hunger. So, I don't know. Kirby might win. But I'll put my money on Riku out of principle. We also have Amaterasu to compare him with. And if you will notice, she's still broken. A lot of people have had issues with this particular Nendoroid and the divine instrument breaking off, and I haven't really found a good fix for it yet other than just putty. I also haven't really tried very hard. So yeah, he'll fit in great with your other Nendoroids. He's pretty simple. I mean, the thing about this Nendoroid is it doesn't even look like a Nendoroid because it's Kirby. That's just how he is. He doesn't have to be chibified or super deformed or whatever. It's just him, and I think that's beautiful. So here he is against 2 more standard figures. So we've got the NECA April O'Neil and the Four Horsemen Studios Krampus. So Kirby teaming up with April to fight Krampus, maybe? Might be a spectacle. So yeah, I think size-wise, he'll probably fit in pretty well with any other figures that you have. I assume he's about this big if you were to compare him to a person. So, Nendoroid Kirby. He is a cute little guy. Love these magnetic limbs. Love the face swapping technology. The accessories are really fun. The only gripe I have is standing him up, because you need this stand and then there's not much room for the fireball thing. But that is minor. He's a good boy and I love him. So, likes and subscribes are greatly appreciated. Comments are more than welcome. And I will see you guys on the next one.